intro! Penis. Okay, that's my intro from now on. Just penis. Short and sweet, to the point. But I'm Gonzo, and this is crazy. But here's my YouTube videos, so watch it maybe. That was even worse. But anyway, I'm Gonzo and I'm playing Call of Duty. And this is Grid and I'm using an Enfield. That's all you need to know about me. Other than the fact that there's a flamethrower attachment, because flamethrower rocks. My socks. But yes, today I'm commentating, and there's a massive flock of cock outside. And that is a very literal use of the words there. There is like 8 chickens outside my house, well, next to my house, because my neighbor raises chickens. Which is actually kind of cool, because we get eggs for free. I'm not sure if they're like bribing us with eggs, because you may not be able to have 8 chickens in Federal Way. So I don't really know. And the chickens have gotten loose before, which is weird because they're just like walking like across the street. And you'd think that someone would make jokes about like the chicken crossing the road, but no one did. So it's kind of sad about that. But yes, today was a good day. I played Call of Duty for like 2 to 3 hours, and then it came to a very abrupt stop when Comcast decided they didn't want me to have fun and shut off my internet. Yeah, Comcast has lately been shutting off my internet for unknown reasons. It's not the router and it's not the computer, so it has to be Comcast, I assume. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably call them soon if it's still not running, but it's so lame to just be like playing in a game and then all of a sudden you just disconnect. That's actually why I started to commentate right now, because I'm still into like energized and commentary mood. You can't see me, but I'm pumping my fist everywhere. So I decided to commentate, and so this is one of the games we got. I got today. You'll probably see a lot of the other ones just because they were good and they met my standards. I actually got my highest kill game ever. I think it was 83 or 84. It was using chopper gunner and dogs on Nuketown, so I'm a cheater and a douchebag because I use that kill streaks. But yes, I took a shower right before this. Well, I guess a little bit before this. But I noticed I have a giant, long, black, coarse hair that's growing out of me. And I really don't know what vein of ungodly Rogaine that hair tapped into, but it is a monster. And I'm kind of scared to pull it out because it's probably like has a root system throughout my entire arm. I don't know, I'd probably like pull up like all my hair if I just pulled that one hair. So yeah, kind of scared to pull it because it's kind of intimidating. It's also weird that it's black because I have brown hair and I don't know why it does that. But then again, I also have like black happy trail, so that maybe it's happy trail hair that infected my arm. That's probably what it is. But we're gonna talk about the gameplay now. Using Enfield, and it has a flamethrower attachment on it because flamethrower attachment is the bee's knees and is kind of terrible, silly, but terrible. And I really kind of wanted to see if I could get a gameplay with it. And I use the Enfield just because, well, I wanted to use a gun that you don't see too often. And other than the single shot guns, this was the only assault rifle that I feel is kind of underused. Maybe M16 or G11. I don't know why people don't use the G11 a lot more. I'd probably prefer it to the FAMAS, honestly. But then again, I'm not a FAMAS hole, so what do I know? Also, went downstairs right after taking my shower, right before I was doing this, getting you time frame here. And you know that terribly sad ad about like little kittens and dogs and they need our money, and it's like, you're living in the arms of an angel. Yeah, that ad. I know my singing's great, but I walked downstairs and I was playing on the TV, and that is the worst ad ever invented. I don't know why people decided that they wanted that, but every time that ad comes on, instantly change channel. Doesn't matter what I'm watching. It could be Backdoor Sluts 9 for all I care, but it's not that commercial. It's not happening. Don't like it. But it's actually kind of a good way of remembering their ad, honestly, because you probably wouldn't remember just a normal ad talking about how you should donate money to all these little animals. But when they make it the like most sad thing, you can like probably ask, well, most people that watch TV, just be like, you know that really sad ad about cats and dogs and they want your money and it has that weird song in it, and everyone will know about that ad and everyone knows to change the channel right when that ad comes on. Speaking of random, I really think the Enfield's underrated just because there's so many other guns that, well, frankly are better than it. But I like it for some reason, and it's one of my highest KD guns that I actually use, which is surprising because I still don't like it and I don't really feel comfortable with it, which is the reason I probably have a high KD, because it's, I don't know, just I don't want to run around with it. I don't feel comfortable with it like AUG or AK-47. I also hate that there's a 47 and a 74. Makes it hard to talk about. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm the weird one. I'm weird. But yeah, I think it's just because it's not as good as a lot of the others, so I kind of adapt accordingly. I'm not sure if that could just be me again. Also, Flamethrower is just terrible, and there's no way to adapt to that. But there's some silly kills where I just either I get the kill or I don't get the kill, and oh, there was this one game, literally just sitting on this guy, shooting him. I'm sure he was host, because he instantly turned around and killed me, but I was just sitting there, kind of bursting it on him, and for some reason it just decided not to kill him at all. I don't know. It's a hard knock life using a Flamethrower. I really wish Scavenger replenished it, because I would actually use Scavenger then. I don't use Scavenger in any class besides, well, yeah, I don't use Scavenger on any class. This Flak Jacket is so much better in my opinion. But I know like noob tubes was a whole issue, but I feel like if anyone played, like if any of the developers played their game and realized that it's just Flamethrower attachment sucks, you might as well let me replenish it, just so I can hate myself even more than I already do when I use it. And then I could make the title of this video only use me Flamethrower and be super original about it. Why, Treyarch? Why won't you have me have the talk? Why can't I have unlimited Flamethrower ammo? Speaking of things that suck, Mortar Team. Always think, like, oh, this would be great in domination. Like, if they're capturing a flag and you're trying to stop them. No. Rarely ever works. You have to, like, know what flag they're going to capture in advance to use it, because it's just so damn slow. I don't know, like, where they're shooting the mortars from, but it takes forever to get there and basically useless. Also, I'm very glad that no one had Flak Jacket Pro in this game, because if they had Flak Jacket Pro, then my Flamethrower would have got me killed so much more. I feel like a lot of people don't get Flak Jacket Pro, or like get the Pro perks in general, just because it takes effort. But they're really good. Especially Flak Jacket Pro, because then Napalm does nothing to you, and Flamethrower attachment does nothing to you, and you're already an explosive fortress. Or, I guess, an explosive repelling fortress. But I don't know. And Tac Mask. Tac Mask Pro. It takes a long time to get, but definitely worth it in the end. And I'm really sad I Prestige, because I had both of those. And it was so good, and I really thought I'd get a Prestige token for prestiging in this game, because you get it in like COD 4 or some of the other games, but you don't in this one. And I was distraught when I found out that I prestiged for nothing and had to start over. I literally had probably 1,000,000 COD points from just playing this game and not prestiging. That's how sad it is. I had every attachment, every camo besides gold, because I couldn't get gold. Yeah. We're also triple capping here, and I thought this was going to be the final kill, so I decided to 360 after it, and it ended up not happening, or happening to be the final kill. But anyway, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, like, dislike, favorite, and I'll S your D if you know what I mean. Goodbye.